So I think what surprised me most about chemical engineering was how critical I am and just how critical engineering and chemical engineering is to society. We are supporting a lot of things that are critical and essential to everyday life. Just thinking about like energy and keeping people's lights on, or even making, packaging, those sorts of consumer products. Those are things that people use every single day. When I first came to UF, one of the things that they had was a class called Engineering 101, and you got to go around all these different departments and kind of hear a little bit about what does nuclear engineering do and what does mechanical engineering do, what does their program look like, what are some of the things that you can do at that degree. And I think what really sparked an interest for me was that for chemical engineering, you can do so much stuff. It applies to so many different things. So you could go work in energy, you could go work in pharmaceutical, semiconductors, consumer goods. It was just kind of like a wide berth of options that were available to me, and so that was honestly one of the reasons where I felt like I had the flexibility, regardless of what I wanted to do, to be able to go apply that degree to whatever I was studying. When I graduated, straight out of school, I went and worked for ExxonMobil as a process engineer. And then I kind of weaved my way around to a bunch of different opportunities. And so I did a little bit of time working in safety, health, and environmental. I've worked as a project engineer in executions. I've also worked in supply chain, which was really exciting. And now I'm currently a manager over engineers, just like I was when I first hired in. To be a good engineer, you have to understand the chemical engineering concepts, right? But then other than that, taking the time to go and get yourself involved with an organization you're passionate about. It doesn't have to be an engineering student organization. It can be creative writing, which is what I was in when I was here, or it can be, something for your church organization. And so finding the things you're passionate about and putting yourself again in those situations where you're having to work with other people towards a common goal is going to help prepare you for when you are coming out of college. Hey, I have to go work with other people with different backgrounds to be able to solve problems. The world's problems are not easy. They're very hard to solve. Again, you can't solve them alone. And so having the network, developing that grit and the leadership to be able to say, hey, this is the right way to do things. And these are the people I want along with me to go solve those problems. That's really what Gator Engineering helps you do.